Hello. Now, my aim today, if you did the You Decide one the other day, my aim for this session is to not have a massive coughing fit, which means that I need to remove myself from the camera and turn the head mic off for a period. Um, if I do, I'm going to be fine. But the more I talk, the more it aggravates this cough that I've got. So, yeah. So if I do remove, this is a really, really simple workout anyway. It's not pump. There's going to be music in the background, which I'll turn on in a second. Um, so there will be music in the background. You can work to the music if you want to, but you do not have to. So what we're going to do to begin is we're going to do some body weight warm up. We'll then put some weights to it. So as you can see behind me, I've got a bar down there. So I've got a barbell. I've also got a selection of weights, so different weights available and also off camera. Now, if you need to, you could use dumbbells. Yeah. So if you don't have a barbell, just take a selection of dumbbells, ideally two of each weight that you've got. Now, you may find that as you go through this, you fatigue. With any workout, you're going to get tired as you go through if you're doing it right. So you may find that as we go through it, you might have to lower the weights down, hence why we need a selection. Okay. Now, every single time we do one particular exercise, there's no more than 10 repetitions. Based on that, we're going to try and, as we go through this, and it's trial and error, we're going to try and establish what our 10 rep max is. Basically, the kind of weight that you can't do more than 10 times. Now, let's get some music on and let's get moving. So again, it's not an exercise music class, this one. There will be music in the background, but you basically work to your own pace. Some of you may find that at the end of each section, you may have a slightly longer break. I will try and incorporate all the necessary breaks in as I possibly can. Come on. I think I've done this right. It might cut itself off in a second. If it does, I've done it wrong. Right then. Rotate. Release the back. Spoiler alert, I'm going to tell you all the exercises you're about to do. Deadlift, upright row, clean, overhead press, roll the arms round, squats, bicep curls, and tricep overhead extensions. Change direction. Without the weight yet, let's squat down and up. Like I said, you don't need to worry about the music. The music's there. Have a little sing along to songs with no words. If I keep coming for a drink, it's just because I feel like tickle and I want to start coughing like mad. I think I've established it might be hay fever. I had to look for some antihistamines. Okay, so from here, grab your bar. We're still warming up, so no need to go too heavy. So grab your bar or your weights. All right, we're going to deadlift. Do not go too fast. So again, we're just warming up. What weights are these? Oh, they're 10 kilo plates. I thought, Jesus Christ, I know I haven't worked out properly recently, but I thought, oh, this is heavy. 10 kilos each end. Okay. That's adventurous for a warm-up then. Keep going. I need to change to different weights for this. Okay, so we're now going to clean. Take your weight. It's to the chest, and then just reset again. So bring it up to the chest and just reset it again. I'll do it with a bar, even though I'm not warm. This will be interesting. So from here, we just go and then reset. Oh, comedy weights. You'll love a comedy weight. Okay, from there, I understand if you need to change weights up and down. And from there, give it a shake. Right, we're going to do this in a pyramid style. There's only 10 repetitions each time. Now we're going to start straight out with the first 3. Deadlift, upright row, and clean. So deadlift, upright row, and clean. So prepare what you think you're going to be able to use on the bar. We're going to start in about 20 seconds time. If you need a selection of weights, you might need to do some of it with a bar. You might need to do some of it with dumbbells or just plates only. So what you're going to get sick and tired of is me just repeating the exercises. That's because some of you will start at different times, okay? Okay, ready? Give me 10 deadlifts now. Make sure the back stays straight, drop down, stand up. Never, ever, ever arch the back. Straight after your 10 deadlifts, I want you to then go for an upright row. Straight up and straight down. So you're going to go from deadlifts to upright row. If you feel as though you cannot do it with a barbell, take hold of a plate, lift up, lower down. If you find you lean back, step back. After your upright rows, you're going to clean. So from the waist, you're going to lift up, you're going to squat, stand up tall, and then just simply reset. Deadlift, upright row, then clean. Deadlift, upright row, then clean. Before you start the clean, always stand tall. You've got a little bit of a recoil at the beginning to kind of load yourself. So lift, stand, rest the bar on the chest, and then gently take it down. Another 30 seconds, then you get a little breather. Then we're going to go into the next ones, which essentially I'm just going to add on to these. So again, some of you are going to have a longer break. Some of you might find that I'm already lining you up for the next thing before you've finished. Hopefully not. In 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you're still working through, that's fine. So you're now going to do 10 deadlifts, 10 upright rows, 10 cleans, and you're going to add in 10 overhead presses and 10 squats. Now to do this, I'm going to put the timer on. To do this, I'm going to give you 4 minutes. I think 4 minutes is adequate. That should also be suitable if you need to adjust weights or kind of play about with it that way, okay? So 4 minutes on the clock in 8, 7, 6, 5. Starting with the deadlift, time starts now. So drop it down, sink it down low. So there's 4 minutes and I will give you regular time checks. If you can get it right the way down to the floor, great. Take it right the way down. Most important thing is that the back stays straight. So the legs need to stay straight. Ideally, if you find that you've got really tight hamstrings and you have to bend the knees, it's no big deal, not too much, because what that does is that then takes the emphasis of the work. We've got a little visitor. Hello, girl. Hello. Hello. After your deadlifts, you've got upright rows. Are you staying just on camera? Oh, yeah. So you've got your upright rows straight afterwards. If you need to, or if you want to. Oh, no, I'm lying. Forget what I was going on about. Hey, girl, come here. Show everybody on camera. There we are. There's Albie. I've been on camera for ages. Once you've done your upright rows, you can do cleans. Now, the more exercises that are clean is, again, just taking it to the chest, holding it there and resetting. If you find that you're getting knackered between each exercise, take a rest. Once you've done your 10 deadlifts, take a rest. Once you've then done your 10 upright rows, take a rest. You don't have to just keep plowing through. Deadlifts, upright rows, cleans, then you go to your overhead press. The likelihood is you will need to change the weight going from the clean to the overhead press. Now, what is an overhead press? I've got to do a demo. Is that okay? Shall I overhead press with you? Shall I? Now, an overhead press is where you literally take the weight to the chest, Push up and bring it down. Deadlift, upright row, clean, overhead press, and then you're going to add squats in as well. Now you're 2 minutes and 3 seconds in. You've got loads of time. So you've got the opportunity to take those breaks. Now, if you're already at the point where you're almost done, add in a few more. Roll back through them again if you want to, if you don't want to take a big break. 10 deadlifts, 10 upright rows, 10 cleans, 10 overhead presses, followed by 10 squats. So a squat, if you've got the bar, you place it on your back, you take your feet roughly hip distance apart, point the toes out slightly, push the bottom out behind you whilst keeping the chest lifted. Make sure the knees do not come forwards, or drop it down, bring it all the way up to standing. If you need to, I know some people do, hold it in front. Yeah? Or you can always take a plate to the chest or a kettlebell or whatever it is that you're using. So you're now 3 minutes and 10 seconds in. You've got 50 seconds to complete that. Your deadlifts, your upright rows, your cleans, your overhead presses, your squats. Again, if you feel as though you don't have enough time to do this, maybe reduce the weights. If I'm going too fast for you, reduce the weight so as you can pick up the pace slightly. You've got 30 seconds to go. Then we're going to add in the final 2 exercises. "20 seconds remaining. 13, 12. Probably doesn't help me counting, does it? When you're probably trying to count your repetitions yourself. 3, 2, 1. Good work. Brilliant stuff, everybody. Okay, now this is going to do all of it. So the full repertoire. Deadlift, upright row, clean, overhead press, squat, bicep curl, and tricep overhead extension. So although it's called the barbell workout, chances are the tricep overhead extension you're going to need a single plate, but it is possible to use a bar. Just take it over the head and make sure the elbows squeeze as close together as possible. Oh my word! From teaching regular classes each week, I can really tell the difference. I can really tell that I sit behind the desk every day now. God. Okay, 5 minutes on the clock. Deadlift to begin. Deadlift to begin. Let's go. You got 5 minutes on the clock. Again, drop it down. Now at this point, again, back straight, belly in, slight bend of the knee if you want to. Make sure we keep that strong position through the torso as we bring ourselves up to standing. As you come up to standing, it's a proud position that we come to. So it's deadlift, then upright row. So once you've done your deadlift, take a breather if you need to. And then, now with an upright row, I know some people prefer to do them like this. I would suggest caution while doing that, because what can happen is this. Can you see how it's kind of doing this? That's really, really bad for the back. It's better to do it steady. Deadlift, upright row, and clean. So after your upright rows, you're going to take it to a clean and then just down. Now, different training disciplines, they show cleans in different ways. In the interest of this workout, this is a clean, okay? Although some of you might be going, now, I don't advocate CrossFit, but it might be going, and you'll find in the CrossFit world that is not a clean. I don't care. So deadlift, upright row, clean, overhead press. Deadlift, upright row, clean, overhead press. And remember, you can take breaks in between each exercise. Deadlift, upright row, clean, overhead press, squats. I told you at the beginning you might get a bit sick of me constantly repeating the exercises you're doing. Deadlift, upright row, clean, overhead press, squat. You're nearly halfway through your allocated 5 minutes for this. Deadlift, upright row, clean, overhead press, squat, bicep curl. So bicep curl, if you don't know, hands go underneath, up and down. Deadlift, upright row, clean, overhead press, squat, bicep curl, tricep overhead extension. Deadlift, upright row, clean, overhead press, squat, bicep curl, tricep overhead extension. Again, there's nothing wrong with taking breaks between everything. I ordered a new fitness tracker, but I decided to go with Samsung this time, Samsung smartwatch. I've had nothing but trouble with fitness trackers lately. So my old one died, the old faithful Garmin Phoenix. It was brilliant, I loved it. Deadlift, upright row, clean, overhead press, squat, bicep curl, tricep overhead extension. In case anybody's there going, Ben, I can't remember what's next. I should really just have it on a board, shouldn't I? And just hold it here. Do you know what? That's actually not a bad idea. I've literally just scrawled it there. I think I've got a spare whiteboard somewhere. Who doesn't have a spare whiteboard in the garage? You got 35 seconds to finish. Deadlift, upright row, clean, overhead press, squat, bicep curl, tricep overhead extension. So we're just over halfway through the workout. So we'll probably end up finishing it after about 35 minutes in total. I've probably given you a little bit too much time on these anyway, haven't I? 10 seconds to go. We'll cut the timings down a little bit for working our way back down the pyramid. And everybody, rest. Good stuff. Get a drink, get a little recovery. Yeah, so I ordered, I think it was a Garmin Vivo Active. Got it here. Touchscreen didn't work, so I couldn't do anything with it. Sent it straight back. Returned it to Amazon. It seems to have got lost in transit, so I'm dealing with that. So then I decided to order a Samsung smartwatch. Was going to be here today. Delivery's been delayed until tomorrow. Maybe I'm not meant to have it. Maybe there's something in the universe telling me I don't need one because something terrible is going to happen by having something around my wrist. Maybe that's just the way I work. Anyway, so what you're going to do now, tricep overhead extension, bicep curl and squats. 10 of those, and then we're just going to work our way back to the beginning and then you're done, okay? I'm going to give you just a minute and a half on these. I think that's more than enough. We can crack these out fairly quickly, these three. Tricep overhead extension, bicep curl, squats. In 3, 2, 1, go. So again, you decide the pace that you go. 10 of each. Tricep overhead, bicep curl, and squats. So once you've done your 10 over the head, take it to 10 curls, and then take it to 10 squats. I'm sure you've got the idea by now. By the end of this, shall I work it out? It's a way to make me go quiet for a while. So it's tricep overhead extension, bicep curl, then squats. Might go quiet for a bit. It's going to be about 450 repetitions by the end of this that you will have done. 450-ish. Tricep overhead extension, bicep curl, squats. Once you've completed all of them, you can rest. You've got 15 seconds left to complete. 10 seconds left. And rest. Tricep overhead extension, bicep curl, squats, overhead press, and clean. So we're now taking it to 5 exercises. Again, I think I was being overly generous with the time. For you guys who don't like long breaks, don't worry, I've got your back. I've got your back. So last time I gave you 4 minutes for this. I think we'll go with 3. So let's cut the timing down to 3 minutes. Tricep overhead extension, 3, 2, 1, go. So over the head, take it right down. Elbows point up, extend the arms. There's no need to rush. If you need a break at the end, take a breather. Bicep curls come next. I should have said this near the beginning. Every single time you pick up a bar, tricep overhead extend. I can't say that. I'll just say triceps. Triceps, biceps, squats, overhead press, and clean. So every single time you pick up a bar, you should follow correct lifting technique, yeah? So you should bend the knees and pick up. It sounds really basic and a bit naggy, but honestly, you have to, otherwise you break yourself, and that's not good. After biceps, you've got squats. After squats, you've got overhead press. After overhead press, you have clean. So you've had 1 minute and 15 seconds of a 3-minute work period. And don't forget, you can break in between each exercise if you need to, and you decide the length of that break. Triceps, bicep curls, squats, overhead press, clean. So after the squats, you're pushing high. After the overhead press, it's the clean. Going from a standing set position, bending the knees in kind of a point of readiness. Yeah, so dropping slightly, lifting, standing. 1 minute to go. Triceps, biceps, squats, overhead press, clean. 50 seconds to go. Bam, bam, bam. Da, da, da. Oh, Amazon update, I do like those. 30 seconds to go. I feel like I know my local Amazon delivery driver now. I talk to him via my Ring doorbell quite a lot now. Oh yeah, just leave it in the usual place. That'd be great. Thanks. Right, you've got 15 seconds to go. He'll be here tomorrow as well with my smartwatch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Right, so you've now got your last little bit. 10 each of tricep overhead extend. Why can't I say that? Tricep overhead extension. Bicep curl, squat, overhead press, clean, upright row, and deadlift. Then you're done. I'm going to give you 4 minutes to complete all 7. That's not unreasonable. That's not unreasonable. So based on that, how did you find the timings of the last one? If you started to struggle to finish it, reduce the weights on it. If you found that it was way too easy, increase the weights for this final burst of 70 reps in 4 minutes. in 8, 7, 6, 5. Overhead extension. Time starts now. So this is your last 70 reps. Get ready for me to constantly repeat what all 7 exercises are. After these, you have bicep curls. Now, if you're using the right weights, this should feel like a struggle. But let's be honest, the tricep overhead, for God's sake, Ben, what's wrong with you? The tricep overhead extension and the bicep curls, most of us can crack those out relatively quickly. Bearing in mind there's only 10 of each, yeah? Tricep overhead extension. Well done, you said it this time. Bicep curl, squat, overhead press. I'm going to write them down and just dangle them in front of the camera. I think that'll be easier. Tricep overhead extension, bicep curl, squat, overhead press, clean, upright row, deadlifts. I feel like I'm doing an audit. Tricep overhead extension, bicep curl, squat, overhead press. I can't say different things other than what I'm writing, otherwise I'll start writing weird gobbledygook. Clean, upright row, and then finishing off with deadlift. You're a minute and a half in. You watch, it'll be blurred as hell. Tricep overhead extension, bicep curl, squat, overhead press, clean, upright row, deadlifts. Not helping, Ben. Tricep overhead. I'm still saying it and it's on the screen. That's the reason why you wrote it down, you moron. You've got 1 minute and 40 seconds to complete the 7 exercises as shown on your screen. In case you can't read, in case you haven't got your glasses, tricep overhead extension, bicep curl, squats, overhead press, clean, upright row, and deadlift. If you finish early, then just rest and look forward to the stretch that's going to be starting shortly. Or you could go back, and if there's any particular exercise you enjoy or any particular exercise you hate, you've got the opportunity to go back and do it again. Triceps, bicep curl, squats, overhead press, clean, upright row, deadlifts. You've got 50 seconds remaining to complete this. I shall say the exercises one last time, but I'm guessing that everybody will be nearly done anyway. Tricep overhead extension, chances are if you're still there, you're not likely to finish. Bicep curl, also same thing. Squat, overhead press, clean, upright row, and deadlift. I don't know where that sudden demonstration came from. You've got 15 seconds to go, and then you're done. Last 10 seconds, and then you're sorted. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great work, everybody. So from there, fingers together, and just take the hands behind the head and pull the elbows backwards. Taking one arm across, reach over. And change. So just reaching it over. Take the arm by the elbow. Take the hand between the shoulders. And then change arm, please. Can you please pull one foot up towards your bottom? So I hope you enjoyed that. I just thought, rather than just do pump, let's do something a little bit different. I know some of you aren't a huge fan of pump, but I know a lot of you like strength work. So I thought, okay, let's kind of mix it up a little bit. Change leg when you're ready. Well, that was quite a good format, to be honest. That was pretty good. Hopefully you did too. Otherwise it was a waste of time. Stretching out through the hamstring, either lift the leg or don't. You can put the heel on the floor. Just stretching out the back of the leg. So in a minute, I'm going to do MetaFits live. Now, if I'm totally honest, I've totally forgotten which matrix is I've done. Change. I will try and do one that I haven't done. If not, what you'll get is you'll have options of doing this exactly the same workout from previous recordings, but you'll have me talking about various things and messing about in different ways. Okay? It's just the way it is. From there, giving it a shake. And everybody, well done, guys. Excellent. If you've got any questions for me, please let me know. Either drop the comments on YouTube or go back to Facebook and leave them there. So I will see you next on, well, MetaFit in a minute. And then you've got stretch on Thursday, followed by a sneaky little bit of legs, runs and tons on Friday. Don't know exactly what time of day these classes will appear. Probably a little bit later on in the day. But yeah, I know that the 6 a.m. thing has kind of gone to pot now. Sorry, everybody. So anyway, I will see you soon. That was very abrupt, wasn't it? Anyway, I've got to go. Bye.